So you mentioned that the world is global, you know?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
it's so the world is so interconnected, you know,
Yes.
socially and mostly economically, you know,
Yes.
the good, the bad flows
Mm-hmm.
seamlessly.
Yes,
So
my brother.
tell my audience
Mhm.
about Africa's vulnerability to food shortage,
Uh-huh.
okay, due to the uh, Russia-Ukraine crisis,
Yes.
because people don't understand the level of connectivity, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and globalization,
Yes.
and how that because of globalization,
Yes.
countries have focused on what they do well,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and have
Yes.
outsourced. Every country have
Yes.
outsourced those things they don't do well,
Yes.
okay, so that they can import the final product from other countries, okay.
Yes.
That's how this world we live in today was built in
Yes.
for the last 70 plus years, okay.
Yes.
So now, because of the crisis,
Mm-hmm.
Russia Ukraine crisis,
Yes.
uh, food shortages all around the world,
Yes.
wheat, sunflower
Mm-hmm.
oil, all those
Yes.
things
Mm-hmm.
is impacting fertilizer is
Yes.
impacting the world.
Yes.
And I've seen that a lot of young Africans who talk about this conflict
Mm-hmm.
do not realize what is coming down the road.
Yes.
You know, so please, you can enlighten us a little bit about that.
Yes. And thank you again, my dear brother Ekene. I think you put those questions. So I love every question you put out here, and I'm ready to share them. So, first of all, I want to start this point by saying what President Trump a
Okay.
few years ago said. President Trump said, America first.
Mm.
Trump said this just a few years ago, but
Yeah.
it has been always like that for a long, very, very long time.
Okay.
And it is the same thing with Europeans, but unfortunately, it is only Africa that has not understood how the game is played.
Okay.
A few leaders, like former President Gbagbo of Cote d'Ivoire, once said, countries have no friends, they only have interests.
Mm.
And many other leaders have said that in the past, but unfortunately, it was overthrown. So in this whole game, it is only Africa that has chosen to eat last. I repeat, to eat last. And well, it has been, Africa has been eating last for centuries. But since the Ukraine war, things are being thrown so directly in the face of our leaders, our African leaders, that we have started now to think differently.
Mm.
So I continue on that. Africa must understand that a hungry man is not a free man.
Yes.
A hungry man cannot think, and a hungry man cannot be productive.
Mm.
We have the most able population in the entire world, with between 60 to 70 or 70% of our people under 30 years old.
Yep.
We must get them busy, but more importantly, they must be fed.
Mm.
And when you read my poem, I posted on LinkedIn, which is titled The Last Call, I talk about some of those things in that poem.
Mm.
We have 60% of the world arable lands, and our leaders must farm these lands to feed our people. And they must use all the modernized agricultural, all the techniques, all the science, and everything that is available out there, science and farming science and technology to increase the production, so our people at the end of the day are properly fed, so they can be productive and be up to the challenge.
Okay.
Yes, that is my take on that part.
Okay. So how does this conflict? Because like I mentioned, wheat, we don't produce wheat. Okay.
Yes.
Russia is number one provider of wheat in the world. Yes. Ukraine is number 4 or 5.
Yes.
In the world. Sunflower, Ukraine is number 1. Phosphate-based fertilizers, Russia is number 1.
Yes.
Okay. So this even agriculture that you're talking about. Okay.
Yes.
Now you say we have 60% of fertilizer. Well, I don't know if that is correct, because I know, see, for my geography, I know a lot of African countries do not have fertile soil. Okay. Okay. Now we have Zimbabwe, some areas of Nigeria, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, I don't know. I haven't studied that. But
yes,
even if we still need fertilizer,
yes,
to get the maximum yield,
yes,
in agriculture. Okay, and this war will affect all that.
Yes, it has been affecting that.
Good.
Yes.
And like I said, a hungry man cannot be very productive.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
We already have so many other social issues going on in Africa.
Yes.
Okay. Now to add hunger.
Yes.
Is disastrous. Okay.
It is.
And this is why I'm a little bit concerned, because our young people do not understand this. Okay. So the kind of rhetorics I hear online is as if they don't know what is coming down the road.
Yes. So I think we already know what is coming down the road, because we already we already so yes, let me just actually we already in the middle of what is coming down the road.
Okay.
But you look at the grain export, and the first question is, why do we it is a lot in the news, but why do we need wheat? I can just name the North African countries, maybe Ethiopia, the food is a lot based on, and Sudan based on bread, but most of Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, we have, yam, cocoa yam, cassava, what else? And many others, including
but we need fertilizers.
Yes, and even beside we need when we talk about fertilizer, I would say probably 50-50, because still without fertilizer, we have our lands are pretty good. We still can produce. But
I'm still contesting that. Like I said, I'm not sure, but I see.
I was born, I was born in I was born in the village.
Me too.
I grew up. I tilled the land and all of that, and I'm one of those guys. I'm in contact with my family every other day.
I didn't till any land, but my grandfather, my uncles were big farmers, so we have a lot of land, and I know that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, but in terms of the whole continent having the land that will produce the amount of food that will feed 1.2 billion people.
Oh, it's more than that
sustainably.
now.
Okay, without fertilizer.
I think we are getting there. You know, I don't know if you have been listening to the Southern Africans, and if we take Nigeria, I'm thankful we have Dangote. Our brother Dangote has been doing a lot of work, and now we have the plant. You know, that has started producing.
Now, what kind of fertilizer is it producing? Is it going to produce phosphate-based fertilizer?
Yeah, the same kind like the Russians and others are producing.
Well, then where is the phosphate going to come from?
Oh, Nigeria, everything is fertilizer is made from
nitrogen fertilizers is one, phosphate fertilizers is another one. So it depends on the components he's going to use.
Yeah, I think mostly the ingredient from natural gas and other stuff.
Okay, yeah, okay, nitrogen, yes, okay, that's a in Nigerian based thing. Yeah, good.
Exactly.
Good. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So Dangote is the winner. If you look at one of the presidents I love actually is William Ruto, even though he's been in office for just a few days, but he's actually getting all of these southern eastern states. And I think we're going to see a lot of things happening there because we're already talking about producing their own fertilizers there in that region as well.
Very good. Very good.
I think with the Ukraine war and you know, the kind of unfairness we have seen, I think has been such a, so blatant, you know what I'm saying, if I can put it that way, that now those who were sleeping in Africa say, you know, now we say, so, and now, so things have really changed, even though they know things that were not. So, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So some of them, things have been like that, but things have been so.
I asked you what you said there was on fairness. What on fairness were you talking about?
When you look at, for example, even if we talk about the war, we today talk about we're heading close to 100 million. You know, the money going to Ukraine. We're seeing that. Okay. So we see that today
from the rest of the Western countries.
Exactly. Okay. But you look at my dear country, for me, Africa, all the African countries are my country. My dear, like Nigeria and Mali, but you know, we look at terrorists going on those areas.
Yeah.
Has anybody just done anything about that? How many Nigerians and Mali people have been killed in the Sahel?
Okay.
So at the end of the day, people like now, we've especially, with the deal President Erdogan and Putin signed, a lot of the grain that was supposed to come out of Ukraine was supposed to come to Africa.
Yeah.
All the boats that came out, none of them came to Africa, only a few boats. Europeans were waiting there. As soon as that was done, they say, okay, us first. So Europeans took everything for themselves, even when it comes to fertilizer. They blocked the fertilizer that ships, I think millions of tons, today still sitting. So Europeans, whatever was supposed was released from that deal that was supposed to come, everything went to them. So at the end of the day, President Macky Sall of Senegal, head of the AU, he went to sit with President Putin for that, for a request for the embargo to be lifted so those products can come out. And the priority was African poor countries. Even though I have always difficulty saying Africa is poor. So, but unfortunately, Europeans were very hungry. So everything that came out went to them. So Africans seeing all of that now, that has blown so hard in their face, they have started thinking. And we see that even if you listen to all the speeches at the UN, which I listen to all of them.
Yeah.
But you see that there is a change. When you look at today, what is going between Mali, Francophone countries, and France, you see that there is a change.
Yeah.
There is that wind of change blowing. So I think, at some point in life, like Bob Marley say in most of his songs, sometimes you can take those things, but at a certain point,
Yeah.
you're gonna say, oh, now I think I got it, and I have to change. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think there is now people are gaining more, they're understanding more where we are.
Yeah.
And maybe they say, okay, no matter what they do, we're gonna still trust them. But I think the level of trust, they have seen that things are not what some of them believed in. So we see a change. And thanks to people like our brother Dangote and the others in Southern Africa who are just working hard for even agriculture in Nigeria. They are expanding very fast with new farms. I have been reading about those things, which is very interesting, and they've been doing that in some other countries. And I think the next 5 to 10 years, I think will be in food, we should be okay.